All right, we're back with another mini pod, and this time we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Favorite pay-per-view of the year. Hopefully they don't wreck it.
Hopefully. All right, so let's get right into it. So on the pre-show, we have Cesaro and Sheamus defending the tag team titles against Gallows and Anderson, with two referees assigned to the match.
Gallows and Anderson better win this match. They teased them winning on Raw a few weeks ago, and it was beautiful for like 10 seconds, and then they took it away from them. Come on, Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, hopefully they win because they need it more than Cesaro and Sheamus need to retain. Like, who cares about that team?
They're still over anyways. Like, look at how Cesaro's so popular and stuff.
Hmm.
So they don't even need to be champions for it to work. So
Okay, then I believe the next two matches are also on the pre-show. So we have Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax.
throwaway match. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm assuming Nia Jax is gonna win because there's no point in her like attacking the former champion and stuff if she's not gonna come out looking strong. Like if Sasha wins, then might as well just put Nia Jax, I don't know, back to NXT. They've made her like this strong, like Braun Strowman type competitor, so she needs the win to prove that she's worth like A, being promoted to main roster, and B, like give her something. She's not done anything. So I hope Nia Jax wins. Noya.
To be honest, couldn't care less about this match. This feud sucks,
It's
and
useless, but I like Nia Jax right now. Like I don't mind her, and anything to keep Charlotte and Sasha Banks away from each other is good for me because I'm so tired of those two together that I'm good with it. And side note, a 2 hour pre show for Royal Rumble, there better be more than one match. Like,
yeah,
seriously.
this next match is also a pre-show match, and we have a six-woman tag team match: Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi versus Alexa Bliss, Mickey James, and Natalia.
Okay. First of all, mistake making it a tag match. Like, they should have had a female Royal Rumble. There's enough women wrestlers, there's two championships that could be up for grabs at WrestleMania. To randomly just have a tag match just means that they mean nothing. Only the men can have a cool match to fight for a spot at WrestleMania.
They could have done a women's match, and then whoever wins, gets to decide which belt they want.
Yeah, and there's more than enough of them.
They could have Sasha win and say she wants the SmackDown women's title.
Exactly. But they didn't give us that. They gave us the six women, or however many, from SmackDown, and then everybody else on Raw. Well, there's only really four women on Raw that they care about. Um, have their own little matches. I don't know. I think that they lost an opportunity there. I think it's dumb, especially to put in the pre-show. Just stupid.
So then we have Rich Swann defending the Cruiserweight title against Neville.
Okay, I love Rich Swann. He's awesome. He's like so fun and he dances and everything. I'm actually imitating him right now. He's like amazing. But Neville's gonna win this for sure. He's got so much like passion and anger, and he's like so into this whole new role and
He's the king
everything.
of the
He's
Cruiserweights.
amazing. He deserves to win, and he should get a haircut. But anyway, he's
Neville
gonna
should get a
win.
haircut?
Yeah, I think he'd be cute with just like a buzz cut.
He has
Cause he did like a weird
he
undercut
almost
thing, and I'm not
he
into that.
almost has the same kind of hair as Braun Strowman, actually.
Yeah, so please cut it.
No.
Ugh, I don't like that he did like an undercut. Like if he would have left all of it, it's fine. But he like shaved most of it,
You
so he
want
looks
Neville to
bald.
cut his hair? He's never had short hair.
Well, probably because of his cute little ears.
Oh, maybe.
But I think that Neville A deserves a championship. B, he's done like he's taken this whole heel turn thing and run with it. I think he's been doing a really good job. So, like, let's give him a belt. Plus, heel champions are better. Well, they're more entertaining.
Oh, now you like heels?
Well, do you know who the WWE heavyweight champion is?
Yeah, I do.
Love him. Heel. So,
I would be good with a Neville win, but if Rich Swann wins, that's okay too. If he could get like an upset, like a oops, I rolled him up and won, I'd be okay with that.
yeah. Like, I like both of them, so.
I don't want to see him like use his finisher and beat Neville. I'd rather him win by a roll up,
Yeah.
like a oh I caught him by surprise type of win.
Kind of like how Brock caught us all by surprise when he beat Undertaker. I hate that match so much.
So does pretty much everyone in the world.
Good.
Okay. Then we have Bailey challenging the greatest female
Oh,
wrestler
God. Here we
of
go.
all time,
Here we go.
Eva. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, no.
Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte's
Okay.
winning 100%.
Okay. In theory, Charlotte's winning. However, maybe they're going to have Bailey ruin her streak.
She'll
Even
ruin it.
though, like, I don't know, I preferred NXT Bailey to Raw Bailey, but that's just my personal preference. But I think that if anyone's going to do like the upset roll up surprise win, it's going to be Bailey. And they're going to kill her streak.
But I don't think they're going to do that yet.
Well, she's had like what,
They need
16 straight pay-per-views?
Bailey hasn't shown us to be the underdog yet because she's won against Charlotte both times. I think they've only had 2 matches and she beat her both times. That's not an underdog to me. So they have to make her lose, and then maybe they'll have a pay-per-view in February or something, early March, a Raw one. She'll lose again, and then somehow get a rematch, and then maybe at Mania she'll win.
Oh, so they'll give her like a WrestleMania
Like a Daniel
moment.
Bryan.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it depends. I mean, if it... Dana Brooke is going to have to be there, isn't she?
Yes.
Oh, God. All right.
Okay. Her flip when she comes out, you can't tell me that's
Okay,
not
I
impressive.
like her flip, but I hate
It's incredible.
everything else. I mean, she's got like... If you've watched... What was that show called? The one that was like showing like the NXT people.
Breaking Ground or whatever?
Yes. Like she's like super dedicated to working out and she trains all the time. Yeah, because
she was like an Arnold Classic fitness champion or whatever.
So like her work ethic wise is good, but there's something about her I just don't like.
Yeah, she's terrible in the ring.
I don't like her face.
She's not good on the mic.
No, she's got like a pig face. She's like, like, I made a face. Never mind. You can't see it. You don't want to, but just imagine Dana Brooke. There you go.
Yeah, so I think Charlotte's going to win 100% this Sunday.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe they'll do like the whole Daniel Bryan won, and then like the next night they're like, oh, it's a fast count, and then they like gave it back to who was it, Randy at the time, a few years ago.
Yeah, but
so like maybe they'll do something like that. I feel like Charlotte's streak is gonna end, but she'll end up champion again.
Well,
she'll probably beat her dad. She's probably gonna beat her dad's record in the next year. Because literally every feud she loses about like 100 times. Anyway.
But she's still the greatest ever.
Yeah, sure.
So, we move on to John Cena challenging AJ Styles for the WWE Championship.
Okay. Cena's whole return has been awesome. The whole I'm John Cena, recognize, or whatever the catchphrase is phenomenal. Every time he says it, I like give him a round of applause. Okay, bad choice of words. Fantastic. So, I give it a round of applause because I really like it because it's better than the whole you can't see, whatever. It's new, it's different, it's fresh for him. I like it. But AJ Styles, cut like an amazing promo thing on SmackDown.
AJ Styles or that guy from
That
Atlanta?
guy from Atlanta, that was like incredible. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm super invested, obviously. And like everything he was saying, and I was laughing when they actually showed the clip and like they kept calling him the guy from Atlanta and everything was like amazing. And then Cena comes in and like destroys him, so then I was really upset because I was enjoying the segment until Cena started all his stuff. But like their rivalry is amazing. Like it's so good. Like I keep saying amazing, but like there's no other word for it. It's incredible, fantastic, super awesome. Like just wow. Out of this world good. I like the chemistry of those two. They're both good on the mic. Um oh, hilarious. Side note, did you see the video I told you about where Nikki Bella's imitating
Yeah,
AJ
I did.
Styles? Hilarious.
That was pretty
Okay.
funny.
It was so good. She's like, I got a haircut for the Royal Rumble and what people get holes in their pants like it's so funny. If you haven't seen it, go to like I think it's on the Bella's YouTube channel. It's really funny.
So
But
who's winning?
anyway, I think
Who's going to Mania as the champ?
it depends on who's gonna win the Rumble. But I think AJ's gonna be wrestling in the main event at Mania. So I think AJ's gonna win. I think he's gonna win, and I think he's gonna retain at Elimination Chamber.
I
But it depends on who wins the Rumble. So I
hmm.
don't know.
Well,
Like
no,
because
because
there's
they could
different
go for
things.
the Universal Championship.
You know what? They probably will because everyone pushes Raw. But I still think that
The
I
only
don't
thing
know.
I
I think
push when
AJ's
Raw's
gonna win.
on is the power off button.
I think I think that Cena is going to tie and probably beat the record, but I don't think he's going to do it yet. Like they keep teasing it, which is why I think they're going to make him the underdog eventually. You know what I mean? Like he's going to be continuously trying to get the belt and blah 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 and try to tie the record and he keeps losing and then he's going to like claw his way to some like huge match and win.
He should cheat to win the belt.
Cena is never going heel. You've been begging for that for like 10
He
years.
doesn't. He already is not even on TV all the time now, so he can afford to turn because he's not there every week.
But the kids
There
don't
are other
have a
heroes.
romance.
Dean.
Dean is not a role model for children.
Yeah.
No, the lunatic fringe, our baby face. No,
Yeah. He shows you that even if you're crazy, you can still get Renee Young,
that's true.
right?
Actually, she posted a picture on Instagram of like him with like her family, and she's like, John, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, that's cute.
She
His
wrote
name's
John.
Jonathan. Yeah,
Oh
she wrote
wow,
John. Isn't that cute? Okay,
that's weird.
random, but yeah.
That's
Side
like
note,
that's
sorry.
like Lana calling Rusev or CJ calling Rusev Miroslav or whatever.
She probably calls him Miro.
She probably calls him Rusev.
Rusev Fudria. Rusev Machka. So who do you think's gonna win?
I if Cena wins, I want him to cheat.
So AJ's winning.
I want them to do a double turn.
I know you do, but I don't think they're gonna do a double turn.
They could easily. It'd
They're
be so
not
easy to.
because
It'd be
I'll
so
talk about
easy.
it. I
They already
know.
cheer for AJ, right?
Well, because he's
So
amazing.
they'll cheer for him even more if he loses because Cena cheats. And I want him to cheat like in a real way, not a oh Cena accidentally had his foot under the rope
Oh, so
and
like a low blow or
like
something.
I want it to be like the ref's not looking, low blow, the ref's knocked down, Cena grabs or AJ say let's say AJ had a chair, he wants to hit Cena, then somehow the ref gets knocked down. AJ's kind of stumbling and Cena uses the chair.
Whatever happened to brass knucks? Bring back the brass knucks. I swear that's what we're hashtagging this podcast. This mini pod. Bring back brass knucks. Because honestly, those were amazing. You hide them in your pocket, and then you pull them out, you punch someone, and you hide them back again, and all is well. Bring him back. Come on, John Cena.
Like, I want him to cheat in a real heel way. Not the turnbuckle pad was off and AJ hit himself. Cena wins.
He has kind of been doing heel-like tendencies. So, like, he's attacking people and stuff. Usually, the babyface doesn't do the attacking. If they are doing an attack type thing, it's because they're doing a run out because, like, someone's being double teamed or whatever. But, like, he attacked AJ, and he attacked, who was it, The Miz? Was it, like, a Miz TV segment or something? There was some sort of, someone else was in the ring with them, and he attacked them, too.
Corbin? Baron Corbin.
Oh, yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think so. But, like, that's not a baby face. That's not the right way, John Cena.
So, if Cena wins, I want him to turn to win. Otherwise, I want AJ to win. If I was going to say who I think is going to win, I think Cena is going to win.
How dare you? How dare you?
I just have a feeling.
I think, well, again, it all depends on the Rumble. However, I think that we're going to see a lot more about the club in the next few months. So I think that there's going to be, like, it's almost going to be like a crossover storyline, but they're on different, like, shows. Mm-hmm. So that's all I have to say about that right now.
Okay, so now my next question for you is, how many seconds is it going to take Roman to beat Kevin Owens for the Universal title?
3.
One uppercut, one Superman punch, one spear, and you got a new world champ.
There is no way Kevin Owens is walking out of the Rumble with the belt. Like, absolutely zero. So I think that Kevin is going to lose and end up in the Rumble match. I do not see Kevin Owens...
I hope they do that, because they never do that.
They never do it. They should do it, and there's no way Kevin Owens is walking out with that belt. Especially with Jericho hung up in the shark cage or whatever. Like, he's not winning. And you know what? Like, he hasn't really... Like, I mean, like, the whole Jericho thing is amazing, but just give it to him. You're going to give it to him anyways. We're expecting it. You tend to give him stuff at the Rumble. Let him win. And then give me another feud, something different.
You know why Roman's going to win?
Because it's Roman.
Besides that. Because he's not a bad guy.
Oh.
He's not a good guy. I can't even say it without laughing.
He's the guy.
He is. That's why he's going to win.
But you know what? I think that Owens has to lose in order to trigger the feud with Jericho. So Owens loses, he blames Jericho because Jericho got himself locked in the shark tank or whatever, and then they start fighting.
And what, they're going to fight for the US title?
I don't care what they fight for. I mean, it's eventually going to happen. We know it's going to happen. Not that I want the best friends to break up, because I don't, because I love them, but at the same time, like, it's inevitable. Jericho's going to go on tour with Fozzy this year. He's already announced it, so... He can't be on the road full time and touring at the same time. So he's going to be gone for a little bit. So they're going to end up feuding. Kevin will probably take the belt from him. And then Jericho will come back in a few months and whatever. That's my thought on that.
Could be. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, well, what I'm going to do now is list off all the participants that we know of for sure in the Rumble match. And then we're gonna predict.
Okay.
All right. So we have Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Big E, Kofi, Xavier, Chris Jericho, Braun Strowman, Baron Corbin, The Undertaker, Dean Ambrose, Miz, Ziggler, Cesaro, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton.
Wait a minute. Cesaro and Sheamus are in the match?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. It's just strange. Okay. Did you say Gallows and Anderson?
No.
I think Cesaro and Sheamus are losing. For sure. They're not going to be the tag champions and go into this match. They're losing. Woo woo!
No.
Gallows and Anderson.
No.
We'll see.
They could win, and then maybe Gallows Anderson will be doing something with AJ's match or something.
I think they're going to lose.
All right, anyways.
Was that everyone? Sorry.
No. The Wyatts, all three. Big Show, Sami Zayn, Big Cass. Oh, okay. Rusev and Mojo Rawley. We didn't even talk about Seth and Triple H.
I know, I was going to mention that. So, I had a theory. It was mine, right? Yeah. Well, it was mine, sort of.
What's the theory?
About Triple H being in the Rumble match.
Oh.
So, I had said, let's just backtrack a little bit. Monday night, prior to Raw, I said that they were having this whole, whatever, Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn, whoever loses is out of the Rumble match. So I said, Triple H is going to cost him this match. He's going to interfere, or he's going to do something, and Seth's going to lose. And what happened? The epic song started, and Rollins lost.
That doesn't even explain anything of what happened. Whose epic song?
Oh, Triple H's epic song.
The epic song. What was it? The Star Wars
Everyone
theme?
knows. Whatever. You can self-impose the song. Anyways, so Triple H's music hits. Seth ends up losing. So I was right, of course. Now, what I also said was that Triple H is likely going to be an entrant in the Rumble match, but Seth is going to cost him his spot. So whether he's going to run out and attack him and he never makes it into the ring, or whether he's hiding under the ring and pulls Triple H out, similar to Kane, what he did to CM Punk a few years ago, the last time I saw him. But something's going to happen in order to trigger, the actual start of this feud, aside from the whole, Twitter, cutesy back and forth that they've been doing. That's what I think.
We'll have to wait and see what they're going to do.
Well, yes. But okay. I think that's what's going to happen.
So, those are the people we know. That's 22 out of 30.
That's actually a lot. They never give us that many. We never know. We never only have 8 spots to try to guess who's going to fill. Mm-hmm. So, an interesting thing that I heard was Ty Dillinger being a surprise entrant. And then you said, which I guess is all over the internet, that he should come out at number 10.
Yeah, obviously.
That needs to happen. It needs to happen.
You know what I read?
Tweet WWE.
That
do something.
The entire NXT roster is going to be backstage at the Rumble.
Oh, and they don't know who's going to
come
out?
So we could see Dillinger, we could see Joe, we could see...
Joe would be interesting.
Shinsuke, if he loses to Rude or something, he could jump in.
Oh my god. That'd be amazing. I would die.
No, they need Joe. Samoa Joe has to do it.
I think that Joe should come up, but now that you're talking about it, why did they not do a NXT Royal Rumble match and the winner gets promoted to whichever show they want? Why did they not do that? Why did I come up with this genius idea just now? They should have done that.
What they should have done was an NXT Battle Royal.
Well,
and whoever wins just goes in the match, not gets to be on whatever roster they want.
I want them to pick a roster. That'd be amazing. And they would pick SmackDown because SmackDown's better. Okay, so we think either Ty Dillinger or Joe. I think, and I'm super excited about this one, Finn Balor is returning. And I can't wait.
Could be.
It's gonna happen, and he's gonna win the match. Well,
he's gonna win, you think?
Yeah. If AJ retains, he's on Raw though, but he can still pick whatever one he wants. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be amazing? The 2 former leaders of the club, or whatever. I guess they're not really anyway. You know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Like the two of the leaders of the club going at it for the ultimate power of the club. Wow, I should write storylines for them. I'm amazing.
Ultimate
today.
power of a non-existent group, but yeah.
Alternative truths or whatever.
Alternative facts.
Yeah. Who else?
That's the greatest line ever.
It is. Who is anyone else that's injured? There's a lot of people injured always, but maybe
not really.
Eric Rowan could return.
That's nothing though.
Well, I know, but they're always gonna put. Oh, they usually put somebody that's retired.
Like somebody old.
Yes. Usually it's like Hacksaw or someone.
I could see Hacksaw being in it.
Fully.
But I think he's done it like 10 times.
Shane
would be cool. That'd be a good one.
Is The Miz in the match? Did you say The Miz?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did anyone... Okay, you can't answer me, but you can answer us in the comments. Did anyone see the Talking Smack episode where it was Bray Wyatt and Baron Corbin were both on the show? I think it was Shane's birthday one. And Baron Corbin says that he's going to beat everybody and win the Rumble match. And then he's going to win the Elimination Chamber and become champion. And then he's going to go to WrestleMania, stand in the ring, say, "I told you so," and walk out.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Wow.
that was amazing.
Amazing. He's
so good on Talking Smack.
Incredible. He's incredible. Every promo he's cut has been, like, he surpasses himself with every promo. He's absolutely one of my favorites on the mic. Just, like, perfect.
He's improved dramatically in the last couple months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, every time he's on Talking Smack, I get excited because I know he's going to say something good. It's like The Miz being on.
Yeah, exactly.
Except The Miz is gold in everything he does.
He is. But, like, I don't know. Like, I've always liked Baron Corbin. Like, since before he was even really, like, on NXT. But just the stuff that he's been doing and the way, like, the 3-way match that they had with, like, Cena and AJ. Ziggler. Was, like, he did so well in that match. Like, he's really, like, overall improved. I like what they keep saying about SmackDown, that it's a land of opportunity, because he wouldn't even be getting any airtime if he was on Raw. It's 3 hours of the same 4 people, so I think that was pretty awesome. I think that Baron Corbin will likely have the most eliminations.
More than Strowman? No.
Well, okay.
Strowman has to have the most.
Maybe. Who did he... Oh, he just had a stare down with Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think... I think that he's going to be busy with Big Show. Whereas Baron Corbin doesn't care, so he's just going to start tossing randoms. Kalisto will probably be in the match. I think. They're going to put him in there just to toss him. Who do you think is going to have the shortest...
The shortest time?
Yeah.
Out of the people we know?
Yeah. Xavier?
Maybe Mojo? Mojo Rawley, maybe?
Maybe.
Xavier would be another possibility, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who's gonna be the longest?
Okay, let's do this first.
Who's number
gonna
1?
1 and 2? 1 and 2, because it's the same.
Number 1, Sami Zayn.
Probably. I think...
It's going to be Sami and Strowman. No, do you think Strowman will be in that long?
No. Strowman's going to come out at, like, number 13.
No, it's going to be Sami Zayn and Bray Wyatt.
Remember how well Bray did? Like, the Rumble that Roman won? When he just, like, he was waiting, like, come on! Like,
yeah, and then Daniel Bryan came out and was eliminated 2 minutes later?
Yeah. Terrifying.
Thanks for reminding me.
Sorry. I honestly, like, Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view, but they have ruined it for me for, like,
well,
years
last year
in a
was
row.
good.
Last year was fine.
Because Roman didn't win and Triple H won.
Yes, which we had predicted.
Yeah.
So that was
fun.
Really
I was
good at
happy with that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was fine with that too.
But The Daniel Bryan no-show from 2014 where Batista won was horrifying. It was so bad that Roman, who wasn't hated yet, was cheered like crazy to win the match instead of
Yeah.
Batista. And a year later, they're cheering for Rusev to
yeah.
win instead of Roman.
Rusev, terrible. I think. Oh, I don't know. Okay, here's an easier one because I still have to think. I think Sammy's gonna come out very early, but he has to fight somebody like shocking. I don't know. Maybe he'll fight Kevin Owens. Maybe Owens will be number 1 and 2, like with Sammy. What about number 30? Finn as a surprise. So that way it's new. He just comes back from an injury, so he's not in that long. Like 29, like 27 to 30 in that range.
Yeah, it is a little cliche to have a surprise as number 30.
But it happens all the time.
But then it's the most exciting number.
Unless you're Rey Mysterio and you come out and you're not Daniel Bryan.
Because when you know who number 30 is, say it's like number 29 and you know, okay, Lesnar hasn't come out yet,
yeah.
You're not excited when his music hits because you know it's him. The whole thing about the Rumble is it's always a surprise who's coming out next.
The Rumble's the best. It's my favorite pay-per-view.
So
what? Okay. Who do you think?
Who do you think is number 30?
Yeah.
Like I said, I hope it's not someone that we know.
Yeah. It's got to be one of the 8 spots that we're not aware of.
Unless it's like someone that we know, but then before they come out, they get attacked or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if it's like, oh, Brock didn't come out yet or something. That's because Goldberg beat him up. Even though I know they'll both be in it.
They're both going to be in it. I think Brock will come out first, maybe number 8 or so. And Goldberg will come out like within 2 or 3 of him, and they're going to eliminate each other. Like they're not a threat to anybody. They are not winning this Rumble. Like there's no way. They're eliminating each other.
I feel like Goldberg probably has a decent chance.
Okay,
depending
rather
on what number he comes
than
out.
Lesnar. Well, that's the thing.
I could see Goldberg being number 30.
Yeah, like, but that would be like too obvious. That'd be annoying. I'd be annoyed if Goldberg doesn't come out till number like 30. Then it's like, oh, okay, so he has a 35-second match with Lesnar at the one pay-per-view, and he comes out for 2 minutes at the Rumble and wins. No, WWE, no. Finn is coming out at number 30. Finn is winning the Royal Rumble.
It's possible.
I'm hoping for that little lad to win because he got screwed out of his Universal Championship. He did. That injury sucked. Like, that was literally the worst time to get an injury in your career. Is like then. Like, that's so heartbreaking. Like, I can't even think about it. Like, it hurts to think about. You know what? Roman could be a surprise entrant.
Oh, God,
if you think about it, Roman is probably in the match.
God.
I don't know. I think you're right.
What if Seth attacks someone, takes their spot?
Who would he attack? Sammy?
No, but that would be too heelish.
Yeah, he's not really a heel right now.
That's true. He wouldn't really attack anybody.
No.
Unless someone was attacked and they needed...
Let's
say Cesaro gets put through a table on the pre-show and it's like, oh, he's hurt and he might not be able to compete tonight. And then there's like an empty spot. And then Seth takes a spot somehow.
Like Cesaro could choose someone... If they did that, then I would hope that Triple H comes out, and then the next person is Seth. Like, his music hits, and everyone's like, what? How is that possible? Seth lost his spot, blah, blah, blah. And then they, I don't know, somehow flash back to whoever, like, losing their spot or something. And then he comes out, just attacks Triple H, they both go over the rope, and they just keep, like, pummeling each other, like, all the way to the back.
Cesaro will be put through a table.
Poor Cesaro.
Then, during the show, they'll have a backstage
Like a
segment,
meeting or something
a
with
backstage
Stephanie.
segment where Cesaro was on the phone saying, "Yeah, my shoulder, it's all screwed up. I don't know if I'll be able to compete in this Rumble match. The doctors keep saying they're not going to clear me and whatever. So, listen, if they don't clear me, then you're more than welcome to have my spot." But they don't know who he's talking to.
Mm. It could happen.
And then it's like, oh, Seth is the guy.
Or they do a lottery of everyone that they know isn't in the Rumble match. And
I have
then
a feeling
they show,
Seth
like,
is going to be in the
Stephanie.
match.
He has to make an appearance because A, it's Seth Rollins.
Maybe he'll be number
Seth
30.
Freaking Rollins.
Maybe he'll be number 30.
I would be okay with him being number 30
Yeah.
as long as Finn is number between 27 and 29.
I could see Seth being number 30 as a shock to eliminate Triple H, like you know when in 2004, I think, Foley was in the Rumble for the sole purpose of eliminating Randy Orton. Like, he ran in and he eliminated him and Orton at the same time,
Yeah.
and they kept brawling.
That's what I mean. That's what I want
So
to
like
happen.
Seth isn't in it to win
No.
the match. He's just
He
so
just wants
mad
to
at Triple
attack
H,
Triple
and he
H.
wants to kill him that he'll just jump in, sacrifice his WrestleMania opportunity, because at this point he doesn't care about the title. He just wants to beat up Triple H.
But that's why it's not a bad thought that he's just going to do a backstage attack and then take somebody. Like, someone's coming out, he runs out, attacks them, and then keeps going and then runs towards Triple H. So whoever is coming out after Triple H, since we've assumed Triple H is in the match, is going to be attacked by Seth Rollins. So, bye, Xavier.
Like, oh my God.
Kalisto.
I figured it out. Seth, the person who Seth is going to take their spot. Wait, let me say that again. The spot that Seth is going to take will belong to James Ellsworth.
Oh, I forgot, because he's been petitioning to be in the match.
So he's finally, he's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to be in the match. I can't wait. Like, I'm coming up next, or, you know, like, oh, whatever.
I forgot about Ellsworth.
And then he's going to get a flying knee.
Totally.
And then Seth is going to run out.
High five. That's a good one. I like it. Okay.
I hope
that's
that high
happening
five
for sure.
translates.
Yeah, hopefully, because otherwise it's awkward. Because he's been petitioning all week to enter the match.
Seth is going to attack Ellsworth and take a spot.
That's perfect. I love it.
And it's perfect because he has no idea who the guy is, so he doesn't care.
Right, he's just going to run him over.
It's not like it's Sammy where it's like they were tag teaming the week before or something.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, who is this idiot? Why is he taking a spot and I don't have one? And he's going to beat him up, run in, eliminate Triple H.
That's amazing. And what's perfect about it is that Ellsworth is on a different show.
Yeah.
So it's not like
it's never
making
gonna carry
him
over.
heel or anything. Yeah, it's going to be like a one and done.
And people are going to love it anyways. They're going to cheer.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
Because they'd rather see Seth
so,
anyways.
Big Cass is in the match, but Enzo isn't? Or did you say Enzo?
No Enzo.
Forgot. Interesting. Okay. So you think Braun Strowman's going to have the most eliminations?
Yeah.
I still think it's going to be Baron Corbin. I don't agree. I think that Strowman's going to get distracted
Corbin
by the
could
Big
eliminate,
Show.
Unless Corbin eliminates Strowman and Big Show. Say they're fighting each other, and then like they're kind of leaning against each other on the ropes, and Corbin just comes and flips them over.
I could see that happening for sure, because Corbin's strong. He's a tough dude.
Yeah,
I
could see him eliminating them, get that huge elimination.
Yeah,
and then
like
get eliminated
Jericho
by throws him out. Right after.
Yeah.
But at least it's like, oh my God, I can't believe you eliminated Big Show and Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
and then Jericho will come throw him out.
So, what about, and I know this is a long shot, but what about the surprise retiree, if it's not Hacksaw, which is always Hacksaw, and if it's not Foley, Shawn Michaels. He's there, 2-hour pre-show, randomly, they pick Shawn Michaels to be there. Makes no sense. I think Shawn Michaels is going to be in the match.
They're in San Antonio.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
He doesn't even have to drive. Like, he could walk there.
I know. But that would be cool. Because it doesn't matter if he gets thrown over. It would still just be exciting. I think
it matters too much. To have this guy come out of retirement, who he said he's never going to do it.
Yeah.
But
he had that segment at WrestleMania. That was awesome.
Yeah, but he just
You fangirled.
I did. I did. It was my moment of the year.
It
Shawn
was.
Michaels.
It was.
Even though 2 minutes later, Austin got a 10 times bigger pop, 100 times bigger. Stephen Amell was even marking out.
Amazing. So good.
Okay. Let's just get down to business here. Who is gonna win the match? Don't say if and maybe.
I really think.
Like if you had to
Okay, we'll
place a
do
bet.
2 picks. We'll do a pick based on who we know, and then a random pick. So
Okay.
my random pick is Finn.
Okay.
Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if Seth comes out, he's just going to fight Triple H. They're not going to be going for the belt. That's not the picture. I think out of those that we know, I didn't mind your idea about The Undertaker winning. And then from there, somehow Cena becomes champion, whether it's an Elimination Chamber, probably. And then them having their feud, the feud that everyone wants, at WrestleMania. Or, which I wouldn't mind, AJ versus Undertaker. I think that'd be amazing. So I'm going to go with Undertaker for my picks of who we know,
Mm-hmm.
and Finn for my unknown wildcard pick.
I know I said The Undertaker before.
How dare you change your mind?
But the more I think about it,
Don't say Goldberg.
the winner of the 2017 Royal Rumble match will be the Ayatollah of rock and roll,
I wish.
Chris Jericho.
Is that gonna trigger the feud with Kevin Owens? Or is Kevin gonna retain by some miracle?
If
Jericho,
Kevin retains,
then Jericho's
it's
gonna win.
1,000% Jericho's winning the Rumble.
So that's how their feud's gonna kick off.
Yeah. Because they've been teasing like,
yeah, they
oh
have.
yeah, I'm gonna win the Rumble. We're gonna have a match, and then Owens always gets mad.
Yeah,
and he just kind of like tells him to shut
that's
up
true.
and stuff.
I forgot about
If
that.
Owens wins, which it's unlikely, but if he somehow wins the match, 1,000% Chris Jericho's winning the Rumble.
Okay, so a lot of our picks are relating to who wins the championship matches. So if
Yeah, because it's directly related to.
Okay, so say Roman wins.
Okay,
then who's gonna win?
If Roman,
so who's gonna go for the SmackDown championship? Basically, who would you pick out of the known?
Okay, who I would like to see win the match?
Yes.
If we're gonna, okay, let's say the winner. Okay, we'll do it like this.
Okay.
If the winner is gonna choose the Universal title,
yeah,
who do you think is gonna win?
See, I like where you were going with the Jericho thing. I don't know. I'm unsure about Raw. I think that the Jericho one makes the most sense, but it's obvious. And they don't always go for obvious. So.
I would love to see Jericho win. Oh my god.
And fight AJ?
The last 3 people in the match are going to be Lesnar, Goldberg, and Jericho. And Lesnar and Goldberg are going to eliminate each other. And Jericho's just going to be hanging out in the corner.
That'd be amazing.
And then he just, like, say he's, like, knocked out in the corner.
But those two
and then
are busy
they get
fighting.
eliminated, get knocked out. And then, like, the ref wakes up Jericho. He's like,
You
Man,
won the
you
match.
won the Rumble match.
Oh my god. Okay, I like that. So that's going to be my pick. My pick is going to be Jericho for Raw. If it's Universal Championship that's on the line, it's going to be Jericho. And I like that ending, so that's good. As long as Finn comes out number 27. Okay.
Yeah, but who's going to eliminate him?
I don't know.
It has to be someone he's going to feud with.
Maybe he'll feud with Kevin Owens if Kevin loses. Because Kevin won the championship when he lost. Who injured him? Cesaro? Who injured him? Who injured Finn?
Seth.
Oh, of course. He injures everyone.
Hello?
That makes sense.
It was in the match. That's SummerSlam.
Imagine if it was in Ellsworth. Imagine Finn's doing his big return and Seth runs out and attacks him.
That would be terrible.
I'd be so mad. I'd be conflicted. I don't even know what I would do. I can't even pick a favorite. Well, yeah. Interesting.
So in the end, my choice has now, my final answer, Chris Jericho.
If it's for the SmackDown championship.
If it's for the SmackDown title,
could be The Miz. The Miz has been
if it's
doing
for the
amazing.
SmackDown title, the Undertaker's winning.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
That's what I thought. That was what my pick was. And then surprise.
If it was a surprise entrant.
Surprise entrant. Who's the wild card?
I would like to see Joe.
Ooh. I would like to see Joe. But I would like to see Finn more. But I would like to see Joe.
Finn could easily, but that would be crazy big for Samoa Joe, who doesn't have a match at TakeOver this weekend.
He doesn't?
Nope.
Oh, because Shinsuke's fighting Glorious.
Glorious.
Okay. No singing on iTunes. Interesting. Huh. I like that. I'm still going with Finn, but I like it. That's a good wild card pick. Interesting.
It's just something I'd like to see.
I would like to see. They're probably going to do a Kofi spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's expected. I'm still curious about who's going to be eliminated the fastest. Unless Ellsworth, like, makes it to the top of, like, the ring. And no, because he's got to be completely eliminated for Seth to go in. When we're done talking about this match, we forgot to talk about, like, the single greatest rivalry going on right now.
Hey, talk about it.
Okay. Natty versus Nikki Bella is gold. It's so perfect. Their promo from, 3 weeks ago now, where Natalia's like, oh, look at what my former Uncle Brett tweeted about, whatever. Oh, I always loved Nikki Bella's hardworking, whatever. Hardworking. Yeah, right. And then that she's gonna get old, like she's so beautiful, but one day she's gonna get old, and John is gonna leave you, and you're gonna die alone. Amazing. It's so good.
That was entertaining.
Their fight at the merch booth was like perfect. Like
they
what
went
they're
through the
doing
table.
with them, it was incredible. What they're doing with them is fantastic. So I just wanted to bring that up because they are ruining it by having this stupid tag match. That's it. That's my mic drop. Yeah, I feel good now.
All right. I think we pretty much covered everything. Many possible outcomes. I think this is one of the most unpredictable Royal Rumbles in a long, long time.
It's unpredictable because we know so many of the entrants. Like, usually we know, like what did we know last year? Like, 12? 15? Everybody was a surprise. Everyone was boring, but everyone was a surprise. Mm-hmm. So, like, this year we know so many, so it can go in so many different ways. Like, you were randomly threw out there, oh, I think Undertaker's going to be in the Rumble. And then 2 weeks later, he randomly shows up and is like, whatever, I'm in the Rumble, rest in peace. Like, whatever he said.
Rest in peace.
So, I don't know. We'll see. We will post pictures. We always write out who we think is going to come out in what order and that kind of stuff. So we'll post pictures and then see who got the most correct entrance.
Sounds good. All right, so Royal Rumble's this Sunday, and we'll see who was more right about their picks.
Even though our picks are pretty much the same, but still.
Yeah, agree with everything.
Hey, I said my picks first, and I still picked Finn, and you picked Samoa Joe. So that's our difference maker right there.
All right, so we're gonna sign out, and we'll see you after the Rumble.
Bye, everybody.